Good morning everyone. There are certain tags which I have missed actually. So today, before starting the next chapter, that is CSS, I will discuss first the remaining tags. Okay, so as you can see here, I have written like good, then this one space, here again I have given some space, morning, then again space, everyone, so lots of space are here. So if I write a HTML tag with so much of space, what will be the output? So if you see good morning everyone, so it's simply in one line. But if you want your page, means in your website or in your web page, if you want something to display like this, means a little bit of style and all, so what you have to do, you have to add one tag, that is pre tag. Pre means pre-formatted tag. Okay, then at last again close it. So now if you refresh this page, see the way I have written here in this notepad, means with all these spaces, in the same way it appears here. So this is the first tag. I think it is not given in the book which you are using and this is also important. So using a pre-formatted tag, you can display like this. Next is mail to link. So if you open with notepad and see, mail to link is used for sending mails. Okay, you have got internal link and external link. So if you use like ahref, then mail to, you have to write this mail to inside inverted commas and then write the email address. So I have written here gurukul@gmail.com. then you can add one text here, click here to send mail, and then you have to close anchor tag here. So what will happen if you see, okay, so this will appear here. So if you click here to send mail, if you click and if you have internet connection, then you will see. Now here you can see that multiple pages are open, but so if you create this one, you can if you have internet connection, you will see that your Gmail account will open and you can send mail. Okay, next one is nested list. So first I will show you the output. See, I have written here first A, then hobby. Inside hobby you have seen reading books, traveling, watching movies. Then B, favorite food, momo, cha, anything that's tasty. And this one is another part. So you can see here first hobby is a ordered list, and inside ordered list I have written some unordered list. Again I have started with favorite food, then I have written unordered list. So these type of lists are known as nested list. Okay, means list inside the list is known as a nested list. So how I have written this one, first you have to start with OL, type A. Okay, then I have given list hobby, this one hobby, then I have given UL type equal to square. Now I have started the unordered list for this one. See, you can see here these are all squares. Then reading books, traveling, watching movies, I have closed UL, but you can see I have not closed OL here. I have closed OL at last. Why? If I close OL here or anywhere here, then this favorite food will become again point number A. Let me show you. Suppose OL type equal to a hobby, I have closed here OL, then again this OL I have started here OL type equal to A, favorite food, close OL, save it. Now what will happen if I refresh it? See, A also, this one same, and this one also favorite food is A. So that's not the way to write. You have to close OL at last. I hope it is clear. See, now A equal to hobby, favorite food, everything is in a nested list way. Now there is normally when we start, it starts with 1, but here you can see 20, 21, 22 and so on. How to make this type of list? So for that, what you have to do, you have to write start equal to 20. Okay, from wherever you want to start. Suppose I have given 200, refresh it, see 200, 201, 202, from there it will start. What will happen if I give type equal to A, capital A, because alphabets are only 26. So after 200 times what will happen? Let's see, GR, GS, GG means till 26. If I give here 26, from Z it will start, but after that again AA, AB, like that. Understood? Then if I start with 52, 53, okay, let's 52. If I start with 52, then AZ will be the last. Then again it will start from BA, BB, BC, BD, BE, like that. Okay, so this is how it works for alphabets. Now there is one more thing. This is a comment. Comment is also a kind of tag, because suppose whenever you are developing any website, you are developing with a group of people. My way of typing one HTML and your way of typing one HTML program, it will be different. But why I am using this this HTML portion, why I am using this tag, only I will know, you won't know. Means these are simple, but for high website, means big business, these are a bit different. So what will happen, when I will create a HTML page, I will write a comment for you, so that when you open this one with your editor, text editor, then you will understand, okay, so this one is used for so and so. So that's the reason why comment is used, and this comment is visible only with text editor like Notepad. This won't be visible with in the browser. Here you cannot see that comment portion. Okay, I will show you one more thing. Okay, there is one software known as Dreamweaver. Again, Dreamweaver. So what's the use of Dreamweaver? I'll show you. Normally we are using Notepad, right? But in Dreamweaver, let me start with a new one, basic page HTML. So these codes are written. Now suppose I want to make one table. What I have to do, I will go to the design part, I'll click on insert and click on table. So how many rows and how many columns do I need? I need 4 rows and 3 columns. Then I will click on OK. See, table is ready. I can drag and make it bigger. If you want to align, you can align it center. If I click on the code, you can see the code is written here. See, so this type of softwares are used by developers for designing HTML pages. It is very easy. See, you don't have to write so much of long code. Inside you can see, if you want to create hyperlinks, then name anchored comments, you can make it here. Inside form there are different like buttons and all. If you want to create button, you can make this one. See, button you can create submit button. So this was one bonus for you all people who are staying at home and doing classes, because this thing I can't show in school as I don't have laptop, or inside the class we don't have computer. Okay, so these are softwares which are used by developers for developing HTML pages and different websites. Okay, I'll close this one. Okay, so HTML is completed here. Now we started CSS. So CSS is what? Full form CSS is cascading style sheet. Okay, so why this CSS is used? We use CSS, means in HTML we have used font style, font color, then we can change the appearance of HTML using different type of font tag, right? We can use paragraph tag. But just imagine if you have already developed a website, like there are hundreds of pages, and now you have to change all the 100 of pages. It will take lots of time. But if you use CSS, in CSS only one page is required for designing HTML. Okay, so if you change that CSS, then entire HTML whole 100 pages it will change automatically. Okay, so before going deeply about CSS, there are two things that you need to know. First is benefit of CSS, why CSS is used. First, pages download faster, sometimes by as much as 50%. Means when you are using CSS, the page in internet, it will download faster, it will appear faster. Developers have to type less code and the web pages are shorter and neater. So if CSS is used, then less codes will be typed, because already means you will type only one CSS and that page will be included in every HTML. You will see later in these chapters. Then look of the site is kept consistent throughout the pages. If you see Facebook, in any link you click, the look of Facebook is similar in every pages. It is not different with different pages. So they also uses CSS. Every website uses CSS, due to which means because of this reason their website look consistent. Then updating your design and general maintenance are made much easier, and errors caused by editing multiple HTML pages occur far less often. So if you update your design, means if you want to change your design, it will take very less time. So maintaining that site, it becomes very much easier, and errors are also very much less. So you remember these 4 points, you have to write these 4 points. Then there are three types of CSS. One is inline, which you will write inside the HTML codes, just inside the tag. I'll show you today inline and internal. External we will be doing in the next classes. So in internal, what will happen, you have to place the styles, you have to write the CSS code inside the head tag. Till now we were writing title inside the head, but from now what we will do, we will write styles, that is CSS styles, inside the head. So let's start with the first one, that is inline. So how to write inline codes? Normally, let's remove this one. Okay, so you can see P style, you have to write style. Okay, so earlier what we did, we write font, then font face equal to Arial, then font color equal to red. But now what you have to do, you have to write here style, give a equal, you have to give your inverted comma, then you have to write font family Arial, give a semicolon, then color red. Okay, so this is the first one. Then again you can see font size. Font size you can type large, small, medium, or also you can write in pixel. Then you have to write color equal to blue. This is font size 5. I've just written a sentence. Let's see how it will appear. So this was the first one, red color and blue color. How was the code? This one, color equal color red and color blue. Here you see you don't give equal sign. If you give equal sign, it will not means work. So instead of large, suppose I write 90 pixel. For pixel you have to write px. So if I refresh, see, this is font style 90, means font size is here 90. Normally the maximum size of font is 7, but if you use CSS you can give more. What will happen if I write here 900? If I write here 900 and refresh, and see, this is such a big font size, 900 font size. So we don't use 900 font size, we will be using 90. Make it small. So this is 90. And here also you can write comment like this. You have to give an exclamatory mark, give a 2 dash, this is a comment, give a dash, and then close it. So the use of comment is same here for the developer. Why we are using CSS, for which portion we are using CSS, it will appear here. Clear? So this is inline CSS. Now internal CSS. Okay, I'll do with Dreamweaver now. Internal CSS, you can see I have written here inside head title is written. After title I have given style type equal to text slash CSS. Then I have written here P. So this is also one advantage of using Dreamweaver. You can see different colors are there. Inside style you can see there of pink color, but it is very small, so it's better that I'll use notepad. So see P, then color pink, font size 50 pixel, H3. I will be using H3 here. See here I have used paragraph tag, here I have used H3. So wherever I have used H3, what will happen, there will be font family Lucida and font size will be 23 pixel. And wherever I have written table, I have created one table also. So table border style, normally we have there were different, only one border style we got, but using CSS you can give different type of border style. Okay, border style dashed dash, then border width is 3, text alignment is justify, then style you have to close it, then header you have to close it. Body bg color I have used it here yellow, again this is here, remove it. So let's see what will happen. This is the first paragraph, this is the second paragraph, click it. See, this is the first paragraph, this is the second paragraph, this is normal paragraph, and look at the border dash are given here, so it looks beautiful. So if you use CSS, you can design your website more beautifully. Okay, so H3 I used here, font family Lucida, font size was 23. If I increase the font size, let's see whether it was working or not, 230. So see, this is font size, I've written 5, but actually this is font size 230. It was just for testing. So font family is Lucida. I hope you have understood CSS. These two CSS are normally not used. External CSS is used. That external CSS is a bit means vast topic. So today we'll stop here, with inline and internal. I will also post that the images that I have showed you, I'll post it in the group, and you write the benefits of CSS and definition, means the three types of that one CSS: inline, internal and external. You write that one. Okay student, so happy Diwali. Tomorrow is Diwali, so happy Diwali. Stay safe and be healthy, stay healthy. Okay, thank you.